Tell her to take a picture without her hijab. It's gonna be fun. Do it, do it. Oh, what is he messaging you right now? A picture without your hijab? Maybe just this one time. Just take it, it's okay. Put one of those funny filters, it's gonna make it alright. Assalamu alaikum, another episode of Ask SQ. You ask, I respond. That's how this thing goes, and if you are new to this channel, consider subscribing. We speak about a lot of topics that are certainly taboo, and somehow they always serve as an iman booster. So let's get into this question. There's a guy I speak, I know it's wrong, but we've always been friends, and he's actually one of my best friends and knows a lot about me. There's no such thing called a guy and a girl being friends together. There's nothing like that. And I want you to take Islam out the question for a second. Boys and girls cannot be friends without one of the parties at least catching feelings, at least once in their friendship. I'm not saying they're always going to have feelings forever, but at least one point in their friendship, one of them will at least like each other a little more than friends. And if the moment was right, they might even try to act upon it, and they maybe even try to speak about it or explore the option of maybe being more than friends, but it doesn't work out. But the idea of a guy and a girl being friends is not really possible. If you bring in the aspect of Islam in this, you know that the third party between a man and a woman is the shaitan. So don't even go over there. Don't think for a second that things are innocent. Whenever a man and a woman are speaking, whether that's through Instagram or Snapchat or whatever the case might be, the shaitan is always present. And with the digital technology, it's even easier, more accessible for the shaitan to get around to promote zina and other nasty things. Don't think for a second that you and someone are snapping each other and the shaitan's not present watching you guys. Oh, this is gonna be great. Tell her to take a picture without her hijab. It's gonna be fun. Do it, do it, do it. Oh, what is he messaging you right now? Oh, a picture without your hijab? Well, it's okay. You've never done it before. Maybe just this one time. It's only the hijab. You're home already. What are you gonna put on your scarf right now? Just take it, it's okay. Put one of those funny filters, it's gonna make it alright. There's just no such thing called a boy and a girl being friends. The third party's all with the shaitan. So be mindful of this. And I can tell already that something's about to go wrong with this, but that's because the guidance of Allah is always supreme. When Allah says not to do something, there's hikmah and wisdom behind it. Recently, I've been feeling really guilty and I want to stop. So mashallah, you want to stop this relationship that you have, even though it's just friendship, but clearly you have caught the feelings, as I said earlier. But I feel attached in a way and I'm scared to lose that. What's happened to you is what happens naturally to all human beings, and we create relationships. A lot of times we develop relationships with the wrong people or the wrong things, and they take us down the wrong directions. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created us in a way that we are prone to seek out relationships. A relationship does not mean boyfriend and girlfriend relationships. It means a genuine connection with things or people. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us the proper guidance and told us, in the remembrance of Allah, the only relationship that will truly satisfy your heart, your soul, your spirit, is remembering Allah. That's the only relationship that will really satisfy you. You can try other relationships, but it just won't work, because the only relationship that will truly satisfy your soul and spirit is the relationship with Allah. A lot of times people develop negative relationships, whether that's with people, alcohol, drugs, pornography, whatever it might be, but just know that it's a relationship. And I'm here to tell you something right now. You gotta break that relationship up. It doesn't matter if it's with a person or a thing or something that you do on the low that no one knows about. You gotta break up with that relationship. It first starts off with recognizing that there is a problem and holding yourself to higher standards and promising yourself that you deserve more. That whatever sin or nasty thing that you are addicted to doing, even if it's a relationship, just know that you deserve more. You deserve to feel happy. You deserve to be in a relationship that makes you feel good. You should be in a relationship knowing that you're pleasing Allah and everything's okay. One of the best feelings that I ever had was holding my wife's hand after we had her nikah done and not being worried about someone seeing us walking on the street and talking about us, because I know she was halal for me and she's my mahram now. If you're in a negative relationship right now, replace it. Break up with that relationship and replace it with a more positive relationship. If you're busy texting someone, instead develop a better relationship with your phone, and where you're reading the Quran. You're maybe watching some positive YouTube videos, a good lecture, maybe even a little ass Ask SQ. But develop positive relationships with your phone. If you are on hours on end on the phone, jonesing with this person, learn to spend those same moments reading Quran, reading Salah, doing some extra voluntary acts of worship, especially in this beautiful month of Ramadan. It's a great time for you to earn the pleasure of Allah, earn those good deeds, and break up from these toxic, negative relationships that are holding you back and dragging you down, while Ramadan is helping you become a better person. So don't let people or things make you feel negative or spiritually low. Remove those things, block those things, but develop a relationship and draw closest to Allah, because that's priority. And of course, I feel afraid to lose that. It's the fear of loss. It's the fear of pleasure versus pain. We always lean towards avoiding pain and going towards the pleasure. The reason you haven't broken up with this person is because the pleasure of being with them outweighs the pain of breaking up with them. That's why we never break up or lose bad habits, because we're always concerned with obtaining the pleasure and avoiding the pain. Why haven't you stopped masturbating? Because the pleasure of masturbating versus the pain of leaving it outweighs each other. Why haven't you stopped smoking weed, cigarettes, or drinking alcohol? Because the pleasure that it gives you in that moment outweighs the pain of not being able to do it. Why haven't you stopped pornography? Because the pleasure of watching it is more than the pain of not being able to watch it. The shaitan knows these tactics. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala increases the pleasure of Jannah and scares you with pain of the hellfire. This is a tactic because this is the psychology of man. Allah has created us. He knows how we operate. He knows what we need to do to become better people. So my biggest advice is to develop a more positive relationship with other people and other things that help you draw closest to Allah. Replace whatever you were doing that reminded you of that person with something more positive, inshallah. Try to make the pleasure of Allah higher than the pain of displeasing Allah. Make that higher on your list. Well, that was my advice to the sister. I want to know, if she DM'd you, what would you advise her? Drop your advice below, inshallah. And if you have no advice for the sister, that's okay. Put a smile on this person's face. She's definitely going to watch this video and read these comments, so put a smile on her face. Say a beautiful comment, inshallah. They'll make her feel valued, inshallah. For a chance for your question to be featured on the show, all you gotta do is DM me on any one of these platforms right here. Way of Life SQ. You ask, I respond. Till next time, I'm out.